Welcome back, everyone. Today's guest lives right at the intersection of strength, somatic healing, and raw artistic expression.
This itself is more of like a modern rendition, but basically back in, you can see like statues in India and Thailand and even like Vikings like Norway and Iceland and stuff with a stick and a ball at the end. And they would use it for like battles, just whipping and swinging, like that kind of stuff.
She's an active member of Seattle's DAIPANbutoh Collective, a dedicated birth doula and body therapist, and a certified Steel Mace movement instructor.
And I think like what inspires me so much about it, and also makes me impassioned, angry, sad, happy, all the feelings, is that I think in our culture, both birth and death are, as you say, like they're portals into transition. And so you can say it's like, you know, a rite of passage or some sort of like, there's a mark, you know, a beginning and an end, and there's this in between. And I think death is not really talked about that much here. It's just, we all are afraid to die. And then, you know, when we do die, we're not sure how to talk to people. Oh, my condolences. I'm sorry. Like, it's this weird time and tender time. But then birth, we can go down a whole rabbit hole around birth and how.
Whether she's guiding an expectant mother through the sacred threshold of birth, swinging a steel mace to rebuild structural resilience, or channeling deep ancestral memory through Butoh dance on stage, she understands the human body from the inside out. Please welcome the wonderful Robyn Bjornson.
Well, I'm sorry, that's a personal question, but I think that like men, it's really hard for men to like find support outside of the woman. And so then when the woman isn't able to support him right then, what's he left with?
Hi. Or I am in Alien Interactions with Fernand Rock. I podcast.
My invisible alien friend.
Episodio 9. A woman of steel, births and wonders and movement.
Nando!
Hello, Robyn!
Wow.
So good to see you.
So good to see you. Come on in.
Well, thank you so much for opening the doors of your studio.
Yes, my pleasure. I'm so happy to have you here.
What a beautiful place.
Thank you.
I'm so glad I'm finally here. I keep seeing your reels on Instagram.
Yeah, this is where it happens. I've been putting a lot of work into this place, so I'm happy to finally get to share it with people and you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Well, tell me how, I know you reached out a while ago and you were like talking to me about your body and how you want to work out again, but it's been really hard because of life and everything that's been happening. So I have been doing a lot with a steel mace, as you know, and I'm curious, first of all, if you want to try it with me today, since you're in here, might as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Of
awesome.
course.
Cool.
Can you show me?
Yes. I'd love to. This is a steel mace, and basically I'll just show you some of the basic movements that I teach to all the people in the very beginning. So there's a squat and a little bit of arm movement, and then a little lunge movement. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it's not dangerous?
Not dangerous, no.
It looks like dangerous.
Yeah, I know. So okay, so basically you're holding it here. I'll demo it and then maybe you can try. So we're here. The first one is you're holding it. Imagine like you're wringing out a towel. So wring it out. Do a little squat like you're about to sit in a chair. Drive your feet up. Slide your hands together and back to it. So I'll do it slow motion a couple times like that. And basically this is just getting used to having unequal weight. So going from one side to the other side, but working the legs and working the shoulders to stabilize. So that's the first one. And then the second one will be here. So we'll come here, you'll wring it out so your chest is nice and proud. And then we'll open and keeping your forearm parallel, so not here, but there. And close. And basically this is just helping us open the chest and really nice for the rotator cuffs. And this whole time we're squeezing the core. So every time we're moving the mace, it's nice to have the core turned on so we can help with back pain, which I know you said you've been having.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll grab a mace and then do you want to try this one and we can do it together?
Sure.
Okay, here you go. Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
So just feel it for a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's actually a rendition of an ancient weapon.
Ooh.
Yes. So you can kind of tune into like your warrior energy. Okay. So we'll come here, under, over, and then wring it out like you're wringing out a towel, opposite way. Yes, good. And I feel like your shoulders, like how it kind of like stacks them. Yeah, now bend your knees, push into the floor, slide your hands together in this like prayer position, and then to the other way. Nice. And then again, squat, slide, and switch. Yes, squat. Nice. Yeah. So see how it kind of like tips over? So the more you can like press your hands into the steel, so it then can go a little quicker. Does that feel okay on your knees?
I start to
feel the knees in a painful way?
A little.
Okay, let's do...
I think they are waking up.
They're waking up. Let's just do one more. Switch and rest. And then what I like to do in between is just straighten your arms and then do a chug breath. So it goes, and then so the shoulders soften. Nice, good. And then the second one is here. So you're like this, hanging onto the middle. Nice. And then wring it out again. Yeah, like that way. So feel your shoulders behind you, like your mid back. And then walk your feet together a little bit more. And then bring your belly button towards your spine. So core is nice and strong if I were to punch you. And then open, keep your elbow in and look to that globe. And then slowly bring it back to center. Nice. And then we'll open and close. Nice. Good. Yes. So this is a lot on the rotator cuff. And you know, when you're like sitting a lot of the time or driving or on your phone and this happens.
Yeah.
So this is helping to get out of that position. And then the next step is fun. We're gonna come here and then pretend you have a backpack on and put the mace into your backpack. Good, and then grab it, with the other hand and then just walk towards me. Yeah, and then pull it out. Yes, nice. How'd that feel? It's okay?
Yeah.
Into the backpack. And then, nice, into the backpack. Out. Good, yes, couple more. So here, we're stretching here and then use this muscle to drive your elbow into your side. Nice. One more. Big breath. Nice. Last one. Good. And pause. How did that feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Right? It's just like an easy thing to do, but it feels like, what do you feel in your shoulders now?
Much more open.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah, so that's just like little example of some of the movements.
So you mentioned this is an ancient weapon?
Yeah. So it like this itself is more like a modern rendition, but basically you can see like statues in India and Thailand and even like Vikings, like Norway and Iceland and stuff, with a stick and a ball at the end. And they would use it for like battles, just whipping and swinging, like that kind of stuff. And then like in India, there's a like god of theirs that is shown holding one of these as like a sign of a symbol of strength. And then it kind of like progressed into like wrestlers in India using them to strength train, and then just kind of kept passing down. Yeah.
You mentioned India. I know you've been in India, right?
Yes.
Studying yoga in 2018.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you remember that. Yeah.
So, how was the experience there? Like, I bet was a cultural shock for you or not?
You know,
like,
it was
younger
kind of crazy.
How old were you there?
I think I was like 26, 27. And so, when I landed in India, it was definitely a culture shock because it was so loud and buzzing. Like I felt the energy of like walking out of the airport was like, zzz, you know. And then on the roads, like the roads were nuts. Just like it seems that there's no rules on the roads, but there is their own inner rules, you know, of cars, just all directions. And I just remember like smelling every smell, like the best smell, flowers, teas, like this. And then the worst smells, like poop, dead bodies, fumes, you know. So to me, I always describe it as like the place of ultimate polarity, like just the most beautiful and the most ugly, like just coexisting in your eyes, you know. But then when I could tell I could speak hours about India, but I stayed in like very unique places. So in like this like community that was like its own bubble that didn't really feel like India, because it was like people from all over the world created this alternate community. So I started there, but then when I left, I went into like real India, which was like just the city, you know. And then that's when I had a little bit of culture shock, but I kind of like eased my way in, if that makes sense.
You were there working with a master, a yogi.
Yes.
And now that leads to your path to the maze, which makes something with yoga, right? I've studied yoga for like since high school, actually. So high school started studying yoga. It actually helped me to stop smoking weed because I smoked a lot of weed in high school. And it helped me stop doing that. And then I kept studying it and then went to India. And that was a very disciplined life. Like it was like just 30 days, but 500 hours. So it was like from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. all day of doing not just asana, like, you know, your normal positions, but like chanting and meditation and these like cleansing things. So it was like a lifestyle. And then just kept doing yoga in different ways. But then what brought me to this is because I started to get a lot of back pain and like chronic back pain. And I was always in pain, and yoga didn't really help that. So somebody suggested that I should start strength training and like lifting weights and strengthening my body with weight. And so I went to the gym, and it just felt kind of boring, like just doing this and, you know, just
linear movements.
Repetitive movements.
Also because I'm a dancer too, and as you know, and so I like
we dance together.
So I like flowing and like more dynamic movement. So, anyways, then I saw my teacher Summer, who lives in Bellingham. I met her, and she was like, I saw her swinging this around, like she was doing this. I'll show you. Like these cool movements and like doing all these like interesting things. It's like, whoa, what is that? And then when I was talking to her, she developed what's called Steel Mace Vinyasa, where she's basically taking asana and mixing it and loading it with load. So like a warrior one, but with load, so that it's different than just like strength, just unloaded movements. And like, a lot of like these strength things. So as I studied that, got really interested, and I started like doing lots of her workouts, and then loved it, signed up for a teacher training with her. And after like 3 months of just doing that, then my back pain went away.
That's awesome.
I know.
And that's so beautiful, because what you just told me, the yoga hope to heal a bad habit that you want to get rid of.
Yes. Yeah.
And the maze heal your back pain.
Yes.
So you're using movement to heal yourself.
Yes.
And now you're sharing this healing process with other people. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And so meaningful. So
thank you.
A full circle.
Yeah,
right?
It is. It totally is. Yeah. Do you want to sit down by the way?
Oh, yes.
Is your feet hurting?
No, I'm glad to sit down.
Okay.
Have you ever looked around in a crowded room, a new city, or even your own life, and realize you don't fit the blueprint? Like you're speaking a language everyone hears, but nobody actually understands. We've all been there. Made to feel like an outsider, the otherness in a world that demands quick assimilation. That is exactly why you need to click the link below right now to claim your spot on the VIP launch list. My name is Fernando Rock, and my upcoming book is my memoir as Fernando Rocha, my legal alter ego. Alien They Made Me is a non-fiction memoir with a surreal cinematic twist. In the raw, unfiltered story of navigating cultural borders, dismantling systemic boxes, and surviving the absurd, comedy, adventurous, sometimes dramatic, and even tragic cross-realities of the American dream. If you're a reader who craves deep, boundary-pushing nonfiction and hybrid narratives that read like an indie movie, head over to our landing page immediately to secure your VIP status. We are launching this Kickstarter campaign to bring this book to life entirely independently, creating a stunning premium edition you won't find anywhere else. But the journey starts before day one. By joining our inner circle today, you get exclusive launch discounts, early access to limited edition rewards, and a front row seat to the creative process. Don't wait for the crown. Drop your email in the link below this video to become a VIP before the launch. This isn't just a book launch, it's a community for anyone who ever refused to blend in on systemic oppressive social conventions or narrow-minded or sometimes even cynical dehumanizing mindsets. The countdown has officially begun, and the VIP list closes soon. Take your place at the table, back an authentic new voice, and click the link right now to subscribe, join the campaign, and secure your exclusive VIP rewards.
So a lot of the time, like what most people come to me with, like whoever you are, is everybody has neck tension now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's like we're all like this all day long.
Yeah.
So I like to show people this little like neck series, just with the neck to like get the joints moving in the neck. So we can do it together. So you put your hands here, and then using your breath, pull the skin of your chest that way, and then look the opposite way. And then slowly pull the skin of the chest the other way as you look and breathe. And then we just go back side to side. Pulling, yeah. And then the second one is bringing your chin forward and then drawing it back, like you're pushing the back of your head into a wall. And then forward and back. Nice. Last one. Good. And then we're going side to side. You're such a dancer. Most people get this wrong. Like they'll go like, huh? I don't know what to do.
I practice this in my mime training.
Yeah, totally.
It's like a decade ago. No, let's stop calculating time because it's been
a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago. But I used to train this almost every day.
Oh, yeah.
Which make me a little nostalgic.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like, it's nice because you can do it anywhere, you know? And just to like, we have these vertebrae that stack. And so to be able to like move the vertebrae in each direction so they don't get like locked, you know? And then the next one is here.
Do you know the names? I know the atlas, right? It's in the back.
I'm not so good with names. Okay. The vertebra, the occiput is the like very back of your skull. And there's muscles like against that attach to the occiput, which is right there. And those are the ones that get like locked up, especially in this position. So that's why this movement is really nice. And then the last piece is here, and then look up, and then bring your nose down to your shoulder, and then turn ear to shoulder, and then up and over and round. So you're drawing like an infinity sign with your nose. So when people complain about neck stuff, we usually run through like some stuff like that. Just, I like these like tiny little things you can do like throughout the day to be like, oh, that's right. I don't have to have just like an hour a day to have to like do this to feel better in my body, you know?
Yeah, such a treat. I should interview you every day.
Right?
And I wish I was living nearby.
Yeah, me
so
too.
I could practice.
Pop over. Yeah. I know.
I saw your courses that you're I'm your mailing list, and I always when I thought, I want to do it. I want to do it.
One of these days.
Yeah, one of these days.
Get you in there. Yeah.
I mean, you now are kind of switching again for specializing in a very narrow target of clients and specializing in some specific type of training.
Yes.
For pregnancy.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you tell our listeners a little bit more about what you do with pregnancy? What is this training? What the training consists of?
Totally. Well, there's like kind of a backstory to all of it. So I'll tell you what it consists of, but then I'll tell you of the backstory. So the training itself is a blending of multiple modalities for 3 purposes. Staying strong throughout pregnancy, because it's a really important time. Well, for obvious reasons, you're bringing a life into the world, so you want to be feeling strong in your body to go through that experience. But there's a lot of things, like I find a lot of meaning behind like creating strength and stamina through pregnancy. So we work on strength through, some is Steel Mace. It's much more accessible because people can do it anywhere. And not as intimidating as like these like heavy weights, you know, which I also work with some heavy weights for clients that like that kind of thing. So there's the strength piece. Then there's the more yoga style piece. So yoga, and I blend some like Butoh exercises without them knowing it's Butoh, but more, you know, Butoh, like these inner awakenings and like subtleties and getting to know it beyond just do this movement. So it's more like how can we get deeper inside our experience through yoga. And that is really important to me for one, like the mobility piece. So staying mobile and getting ready to birth and being in this position, but also to have a deeper experience with their own body's instinct and intuition for giving birth, but also for becoming a parent. And then the third piece is, I layer in a lot of like pelvic floor work and core stability work. But then the last piece is I'm also a birth doula. And so I know. And so I bring in like a lot of more like knowledge and education and support via like some teaching of a birth education and what are your options, what is the hospital going to do, and what are your like rights, kind of a thing in the hospital setting. Because unfortunately, sometimes things, that's another conversation in the hospital.
Wow.
So it's a blending of all of that as like a holistic holding of the women.
I that's one part of you that I didn't know yet. A doula? That's amazing. That's incredible.
I wanted to become a doula. I wanted to be a midwife actually in high school. And then I went to school and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then I heard of a doula, which is basically like the emotional and physical and educational support for the woman, but not the medical support as like the midwife provides. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. But then so I took a training when like after high school. I wasn't quite ready to attend births, and I traveled and I got really into yoga and movement and dance. And then I circled back around after college, which is right around the time that I met you actually. I think in like 2018. And then I did another doula training and then a prenatal yoga training, and I started to collect all these things, and a prenatal fitness training. And then I started to attend births. So I've been to, I think, 7 so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned about when we met in 2018. I was yesterday talking with Donna Bird at Spectrum Dance Theater, and it brought me so many memories in this studio of us practicing, rehearsing for the Butoh Festival.
Totally.
At this time was another nostalgic moment.
Yes. I wanted that. I wish we got to do that piece that we were like playing with, you know.
I ended up only doing with John. That year. And I also practiced with her in the same space at Spectrum.
Oh, nice.
But I remember we worked together. You helped me to promote one workshop, a theater workshop. An acting for actors. And was kind of directed to Brazilians, but open to anyone who was interested.
I totally forgot about that.
And it support me so much, and you were there and you were practicing. It was so great. It was good. Circling back to the doula. Am I pronouncing correctly? Doula.
Doula.
Doula. Thank you. Thank you. You mentioned you in the college or in the high school, you were willing to be a midwife?
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
Yeah.
In such a young age
I
that
know.
you had this.
Honestly,
It was a calling.
honestly, I don't know. I think it was just a calling. It was just a random voice. And you know, here everybody's like, "What are you doing after high school? What's your plan? Where are you going to college?" Like, you have to have a plan, and that. I really don't know. It just popped up, but I was like, I think I'm gonna be a midwife. And then I started to like take action to getting all the prereqs and all of that. And honestly, the like science classes are what did me in, because I was like, all this biology and chemistry, and I'm not learning anything about birth. And so I quit that. And then I decided to more broadly study like humanities and things like that. But I think I'm still happy about that decision, because I've like gathered just so many different pieces, you know.
The connection you made with Butoh and this work with pregnant women, it blew my mind just to think about it.
Yeah.
Because we practice Butoh. I studied Butoh for years.
Yeah.
And knowing all the philosophy and the artistry behind the concept of Butoh, connect this with the bringing of life, the delivery of life in this world, into this world. It's bogging me. Like it's really an incredible connection that you made. I never heard of anybody else doing this kind of connection, and I think it's natural, and it's I knowing you, I know how organic you come into it, and I can imagine and how you bring this to the world and the body of a pregnant woman. You just give food to my thought about how this could, in some way, inspire this little one that is coming, you know, like indirectly, and also the mother.
Totally.
And the image of Kazuo, the mother, as a mother, was one of the most famous characters that he performed and danced in Butoh. The mother of the world, who carry all the grief of a word that the ghosts and griefs of a word that she saw die after the atomic bomb, right? That was Kazuo's mother.
Yes.
Like a mother who went crazy, seeing the ghosts of the past that she left behind, but not in a. This is hard to explain to who doesn't have experienced Butoh, because they think, oh, this is so creepy or dark,
sad.
Yeah, but it's more about the subliminal experience of that.
Yes.
And even the beauty behind this darkness and the shadows behind all of the unexplained, the things that we don't know, and the veil that's separate this life and the afterlife, right? And the birth is the portal, is the moment of transition.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The same as the death.
Yeah.
Death is the same.
Yeah. Transition
moment.
Yeah.
The liminal moment of
And I think
life.
like what inspires me so much about it, and also makes me impassioned, angry, sad, happy, all the feelings, is that I think in our culture, both birth and death are, as you say, like they're portals into transition. And so you can say it's like, you know, a rite of passage, or some sort of like, there's a mark, you know, a beginning and an end, and there's this in between. And I think death is not really talked about that much here. It's just we all are afraid to die.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when we do die, we're not sure how to talk to people. Oh, my condolences. I'm sorry. Like, it's this weird time and tender time. But then birth, we can go down a whole rabbit hole around birth and how, you know, just like men, you know, kind of took the experience from women in a little bit and put it in a hospital setting. So that's a whole can of worms. But basically, not to say hospitals are bad. Like, I'm grateful for hospitals and we need them, and there are emergencies, and but oftentimes I think that births in those settings can interrupt the like deep internal ritual and experience if it's not held in a certain way. And it can totally be held in that way in a hospital. It's just to be able to have that awareness and like embodied experience of being able to go deep in, I think is important for humanity and women and everyone to be able to experience that threshold, you know.
It's funny you mentioning that. I just remember that one of the most important moments of my life was stolen from me because I couldn't witness my son's delivery. They didn't allow me to be in the room. Nobody could be in the room. It was a public hospital, and they just didn't allow. And Joe took a lot of hours to deliver. So I was outside in this agony, like, what's going on? You know, like, what's happening? And they just didn't allow me to be in the room. So that's that.
This is what I'm saying.
And another thing that you mentioned about men taking this this moment from women. And I just remember a video of you in your Instagram mentioning how the man or the sperm of the man that is impregnating that's the word, impregnating the woman, how this will affect how she will feel during the entire pregnancy, and like it could make her have more pain and nauseous. It's crazy.
I know. Well, it's kind of like indirectly. It's not like exactly like if you're unhealthy, then she's gonna feel bad. It's not quite like that, but there's this, I know, it is wild. What I learned about this is like the sperm carries the genetic material for the placenta, which is the thing that keeps baby alive and is attached to the mom and provides the nutrients and the life. And I guess with sperm that is like not vital, doesn't have as many nutrients and things like that due to diet and lifestyle and such. It produces like too many or not enough hormones that are associated with nausea, basically. So there's more components than just that. So it's not, you know, direct. There's also other things about like the woman and all other things too, but it does correlate, which is kind of wild. When it's not talked about. And then a lot of the time too, like, you know, we see a lot of like infertility issues of women not being able to get pregnant. And there's a lot of reasons why that is. It's not just one thing, but something they're finding now is a lot of time it's the male sperm is not, you know, as vital or doesn't have enough or can't swim, you know. And so, you know.
I watched a documentary, I think it was on Netflix, associating this infertility and problems with fertility related to plastic. Which is in everything.
I know.
In our clothes, in things that we eat. So it's kind of epidemic thing. It's a very complex.
It's very complex. Yeah, there's so many reasons, but
But it also made me think, do you believe, as you're training pregnant woman that will become a mother, not just for this moment of the delivery,
yes,
but also after that?
Thank you. Yeah.
Fathers should prepare as well, right?
Absolutely.
They should prepare to become a father.
Yes.
Which is historically is such a, how to put it? It's a role that first is underestimated. Like it's overrated. Like, oh, the importance of a father. Like God is a father, right? It's like God. He's like, he gave life. What? But what about the woman? She not just gave life. She was the one who carried and literally, physically built everything.
Yes.
So it's crazy to think how we are in 2026 and still not finding a common ground.
Yeah.
That's right for men and women that became parents and.
Yeah, it's really complex because yes, and thank you for speaking about the after baby part. Something that I forgot to mention was like a part of everything we're doing, that I'm doing with them. Yes, it's for birth and pregnancy, but it's actually for postpartum and becoming a mother, like building up the strength to become and go through postpartum, which is an intense experience. So that's aside. But back to the men, I took a class, postpartum class, and this woman is always talking about these layers of support and how in the belly, there's 2 layers of support. There's the baby. She's in the amniotic sac, which protects the baby, and then she's in the uterus. So 2 layers. Then go outside of that. When baby's born, the baby has the mom and the dad, 2 layers, because if something happens to the mom, they have the dad. If something happens to the dad, they have the mom. Always 2 layers. But then you have to take it to the next step. Now the dad has to have 2 layers of support. That can't be the woman because the woman is
it's scary.
She can't then for the first year really. Sorry, but then the woman also needs 2 layers of support, so she can have the man and another woman, or if she doesn't have a man, 2 other people. And so by that way, that's like then how we can hold family and community and have a healthier society, really. Because I don't know if you experience this, but like, how has being a father been? Like, do you feel supported as like a man being a father, I'm sorry, that's a personal question, but I think that like men, it's really hard for men to like find support outside of the woman. And so then when the woman isn't able to support him right then, what's he left with? It's just him. And then that creates issues, and so I think when you're talking about like, what about the men need to like also recognize like, how can we come in common ground? I think partly it's like we need to, as a culture, like have more opportunities for men to be supported too, and women to be supported, and it not just be about I support the man and the man supports the woman and that's it. I think that's dangerous and it's dangerous because I don't think it's possible.
Oh, okay.
So that's my point of view, which is very hard to do because here in this country, I guess, because community is challenging here.
Why do you think I have to ask you. Why do you think it's not possible? To man support woman and woman support man?
Oh, I think it's possible.
Okay.
I think it's possible. I just think that it can't be the only support.
I see.
Like,
Oh, you talk about institutions or the government, like a societal action to support, or
no,
no
community.
community?
Like you have a male friend and another male friend that hold you. You're crying, you can call them. You're tired,
okay.
you know, they can help you, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of like you're crying and your baby is crying and the woman is crying, how are you guys what are you gonna do? You know, you need other people. So I just say that because
I think I got it now.
Yeah.
Your take. And we are going in such a opposite direction of it.
Yeah.
We are going to isolating ourselves as
That's the thing.
more and more
That's the thing.
every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like with technology and everything.
That's the thing.
People are talking about this male solitude epidemic, which
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
yeah, they're talking about this, which I don't see like that is a male thing only.
No.
It's
Everyone.
it's everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone is getting more isolated.
Yeah.
Like dating apps and all these things.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get so used to text people instead of talk, even hear the voice, even calling to
Yes.
hear the voice through a machine,
Yes. Yeah.
and much less to have this face-to-face, eye-to-eye contact.
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Totally. Totally.
Wow.
Yeah, I just feel like, I'm always talking about this, like, and trying to find ways to combat that, you know, because I feel, I think like we are social creatures.
Yes.
Like we need each other. It's not a want thing, it's like an actual need thing. And I was reading a book the other day and they were talking about the social nervous system, which is basically that, like, what would you do if like you and I were right here and there was like a bear that came? Would you go, oh, Robyn, or would you run away from me? What would be your instinct?
It's hard. Yeah, I have to think fast, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll try to grab your hand and run.
Yeah. Like together.
Yes, together.
And or like if you were in like a campground and you heard some scary noise, everybody would come together.
Yes.
And so that's like the social nervous system, is that our systems are wired to seek safety together. But because of, I don't know, tech, whatever, I don't know, a lot of things. Like now that kind of has been interrupted, you know? And so we're seeking safety through our phones,
Yeah.
and it's crazy.
Which is ridiculous,
it's
right?
crazy.
Like,
I did a Butoh performance about this.
Oh.
Yeah, just recently, the one that happened a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so anyways, I can go on and on about that, but yeah.
Oh my God, it was so great to have this conversation
Yeah, it
with
really
you
was.
and see you again.
Yeah.
Face to face.
I know, it's so great. Aw.
I hope we keep seeing each other
Yes.
more often.
Yeah, I feel like we could just talk about 1,000 things for hours.
Yes.
Aw.
And move together and
Yes, come back
to
anytime.
dance.
Yeah. Yay.
and watch you perform as well.
Yes.
I missed this one.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.